The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, in the person of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was held by the agents of the federal government there in Kenya in June 2021. On that particular day that he was brought back to Nigeria by the agents of the federal government, the Department of State Services really gave him a torture. During the torture, his left ear was affected. All this while, his health condition has been falling apart. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been pleading with the Department of State Services that a medical attention that is urgent should be offered to him, but all these things are falling onto deaf ears. We know again that on November 18, 2022, the doctor that is there in the Department of State Services examined Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and told him that he should request for an urgent medical attention which should be given to him. And then, after 45 days of that examination, if nothing is done based on that pain he is having on his left ear, then a problem may ensue. We know again that when these people held Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya, they really gave him serious beatings. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's health condition has been falling apart and nobody is talking about it. The federal government was told by the court to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu after seeing that all the charges against him were to be abolished. The court abolished all the charges rendered against him, but the federal government paid deaf ears to all the abolishment from the court and said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will still remain under the custody of the Department of State Services. All this while, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been under the custody of the Department of State Services. He has been feeding poorly. He has been given poor medical attention. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom we know that he is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, his state of health has been falling apart, and then the federal government has paid deaf ears to the release which the court has ordered him to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that he should be free and should not be sued to any court again further. But we know again that yesterday being Monday, January 30, 2023, one of the lawyers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu visited him at the Department of State Services there in Abuja in the person of Mike Ozikome. Mike Ozikome visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu there in the Department of State Services. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was telling him that his health is quite deteriorating. Mike Ozikome took record of all that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told him concerning the way he is being fed and then the medical attention that is poor which he receives under the Department of State Services. He told him how one of the doctors there in the Department of State Services examined him and what he said. Then Mike Ozikome took record of all this in order to make a file of them. After, he noticed Ifeanyi Ejiofor, who is the lead lawyer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ifeanyi Ejiofor has taken note of all that Mike Ozikome noticed him, which is going on in the Department of State Services, where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in custody of. I believe that the federal government should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu right now so that a medical attention should be given to him, because based on what the doctor that is found there in the Department of State Services told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that he needs an urgent medical attention. Instead, he may lose his left ear. I believe this is a problem. Please, I want you to share this video if you really love Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so that the federal government may hear that his health condition is deteriorating and then he may come to the aid of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even if it pays him to just give him an attention so that he may receive this medical attention as soon as possible. Please share this video so that others may hear this and know his health condition right now.